afternoon, morning, evening, depending on when you are watching this video. This is a beautiful time to educate prospective remote trucker on the things they need to know about what is called CNG, compressed natural gas, which has to stand as a solution to the lingering, I'll call it poverty, lingering price of products in the country. Now, what is CNG? CNG is what we call compressed natural gas. CNG is cleaner, more cost effective fuel alternative to petrol and diesel. Now, what brought about the issue of CNG? I have to make it clear to people that the first time I saw cars using CNG was not here in Nigeria, was sometime 2010 when I was outside the country. Now, if you look at it, what's the cost of petrol in your area? Please type it, drop the comments on this section. What's the price of petrol in your area? As of today, which is 2nd of March, 2nd of pardon, 2nd of April 2025, is around now the plus. I'm going to do a very good analysis for you why all motorists in Nigeria need to convert to CNG. Now, CNG is used in vehicles to reduce fuel cost and carbon emission. There are two things that CNG is doing. One, to reduce carbon emission, that's CO2. That is what causes the kind of problem with the ozone layer. You'll be asking, I'm taking you deep into science. No, I'm not talking about science. We're talking about what constitutes a problem that we have in the country, in the world. And we have of earthquake, we have of so many weather problems and the like. Now, this is a result of the carbon emission that work on our ozone layer. Now, other thing to that the value it adds to Nigeria is this: it reduces the cost of fuel. Now, let me give you this analysis. Please get this right. If you are using a car, if you have a car, like four-cylinder car, and you want to travel from Lagos to Ibadan, to fro. Now, if you are using petrol, you have to spend minimum of 40 to 50,000. That's go and to and fro. But let me tell you this: if you want to use CNG, compressed natural gas, it costs you just 6 to 7,000, not up to 7,000 to fuel your gas to your car. Go come. Now let's do the analysis. The same analysis was done for car that travel from Abuja to Ibadan. The car that travel from Abuja to Ibadan use 11,000 watts of CNG. Then when the petrol price was 560,000 naira, 560 naira. Now if you want to calculate it now, their petrol car will be spending close to 90,000 naira. Get it? That's different. Now, this is part of the benefits of converting to CNG. Cost what? Saving CNG is cheaper than petrol and diesel, leading to significant fuel saving. Now, it is not only vehicle that uses CNG. I don't want to mention some transportation company in Nigeria. There are some energy company in Nigeria. There are some cement manufacturing company in Nigeria that uses CNG to power their truck. If you know the name, drop it here. Now, if most of their trucks, some run on 100% CNG, while some run on 40, 60, 70, 30, or 50, 50. I'll tell you that in the subsequent training. The second one is that it is eco-friendly. It reduces emission and environmental pollution. Now, if you live in a kind of densely populated country or a country that has by emitted law that use diesel, that use generator and like, you can see the kind of atmosphere in that area. It will a little bit thick. Now, when you run your vehicle, when you run your generator on CNG, it reduces carbon and what is really carbon emission, which is called the CO2, carbon monoxide. Now, what other thing does it add to it? Now, engine longevity. If you run your car with CNG, the CNG burns cleaner. It reduce engine wears and maintenance cost. So your engine that is run on CNG reduce the wear and tear, and at the same time also reduce the cost of repair your car. Then government incentives. Some of the government incentives in Nigeria provide subsidies of tax for CNG vehicle conversion. Like, let me tell you something. I want you to get to this part. Now, most of the people are complaining, yeah, the president is not good, the country is hard. In Yoruba, they used to say something. Wọ́n á tó bá kọjú sí ẹ ta, tó bá kẹ́yìn sí ẹ ta. What that means is that you have to face where the government is going. Let me give you another aspect. Don't do what you love to do, but do what people need, what the customer need. Now this race now need to run their car on CNG. If you say you run your car on petrol, I can say such a person can interpret that yourself. Now what does that mean? Every day, if you look at the cost of CNG that the company use, those companies use to run their car, is less than 1,000 naira per day with every movement, compared to those that run on petrol. Can now see the difference. Now let's come down again. Let's come down to this level. Now let's talk about the incentives. Last year I traveled to Italy for training on CNG conversion. When coming back, my brother also coming back. We got to the airport and the customs subjected us to the payment of custom fee on what we brought. We made it clear to them this is a CNG product, and the president Jagaban said, PMAT said, there is no custom fee on CNG product. That means we have to pay zero fee. The man said, no, it's not possible. Okay, if that is the case, we put a call to one of the CNG bodies in the country. As we are trying to explain to the custom officials, some of them were covering their ship, but we want to make sure they want to degrade them. You know what they did? When they noticed the kind of step we are making, they just released the goods to us. Let me make it clear. I didn't be our president has not reduced the cost, or they reduced the cost of custom or CNG. It will be absolutely difficult for an ordinary person in Nigeria to run their car with CNG. Now, that's the government incentive. He said there are more and more incentives that the government has put in place. What we are getting, what I'm saying now, it is not that we are not just going to market. We are going there to be informed about what people need to know about, and what they need to know about CNG. They understanding the CNG conversion process, how CNG conversion works. The CNG conversion involves installing a kit. Now the CNG comprises of two gadgets: the tank, which we will put at the back of the boot, then the kit, which is an electronic part that will connect. That kit comes in different parts. That could be different. That could be 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8 cylinders. It is the plugs that the car use that determine the number of kit that we use. Now the kit involved the CNG involve installation of the CNG kit and the tank at the back. That tank, CNG tank, is not just ordinary tank. It's not the tank that we use to fill our domestic gas. Look, let me make it clear to you. The CNG gas is different from the domestic gas that we use at home. Get it clear. The CNG gas is cheaper. Get it. The CNG gas costs about 230 naira per SCM. Let's say per kilo in the layman language. So, if you are filling a cylinder that has same cylinder of capacity, maybe 70 kg, 70 liter, you'll be spending maybe 14 SCM or 16 SCM. Now 14 SCM, now times it, times 230. That's the gas that will take you to Lagos and also bring it back. But you have to buy another refill when you're coming back. Now, the tanks comes in different parts. We have 30 liters, we have 55, we have 60, we have 70, we have 75, we have 80, blah blah blah, up to the size that are being used by trucks. So those are the two components of the CNG. the tank and what? And the kits. The vehicle can run on both CNG and petrol. Now let me tell you, I'm going to use case study to train. Oftentimes people come to us and ask us that, okay, I didn't been there travel, and on what I mean is that on their when they are going, the CNG finish, the CNG gas finishes, and what would happen to the car? Do they have to leave the car and go and fill the gas inside the tank? No. Fill the gas inside the keg? No. CNG is a gas. So what means is that when you are traveling, when you are going on a journey, your car make use of both the petrol and CNG. When you start the car with when you start the car starts with petrol, and you see the dashboard when the indicator will be showing more lemon color, yeah, to be showing blinking. What is switches to gas, to CNG gas, all the bar changes to what? To green. That shows the car is running on CNG. So when your car gas finishes when you are traveling, automatically the engine switches to petrol, and your car will be running on petrol up to the time when you have access to buy CNG. Not that you have to stop on the road. I think that answers some of the questions that people have. So the CNG conversion process is safe and does not damage the engine. We don't have to remove the engine before you can convert. No, we just have to add those two things: the kit and the what and the tanks. And the kit has something that connects them. From the filler where we fill the gas, there's a pipe, gas pipe that comes from it and goes back to the back of the boat that connects to the tank. And that tank has what we call the automatic switching valve that control the supply of gas. That's it. Now let me now tell you about the types of the types of vehicle that can be converted. I think this will give you the oversight of what it means. You can convert private cars. Private cars that are used for family. Now there are some family that spend as high as some families spend as high as 60,000 naira or more per week. So if your family is spending 60,000 naira per week on petrol, the best solution for you is to switch to gas. Because 60,000 naira times 4, that's about 240,000 naira. 240,000 naira times 5. You get to know that within the span of 4 to 5 months, you realize the cost of conversion. Not that you realize the cost, the difference in price of petrol, we have realized, we have returned the money that we spend on conversion to you. Let's come down to, then we can also convert the type of car that also we can convert commercial cars that applies Lagos, Ibadan, Lagos, Osun, Lagos, Abeokuta. Let me use a case. So I met a man, a man from an external man, maybe Dibu. Yes, the man was very highly intelligent when I spoke with him. A graduate, maybe he lost his job and he looked at, what can I do? Let me look for something to take care of my family. You know what the guy did? The guy got a Toyota Camry and he converted it to CNG. And when we were not discussing, he said, my bros, do you know what happened? Ever since when he was born, the man should be close to 60 years or more. Ever since when he was born to this country, he has never enjoyed any good thing from the government. But now this time he's now gaining from the good things of the Nigerian government. And this happened during the time of Tinubu. And let me give you an analysis that the guy gave to me. He said, my brother said, most times he received order when he was using petrol. People order to maybe order of 45,000 to Lagos. He can't go because he has to spend like around 40,000 to fuel this car. So that will be less with 5,000 or less. He said he doesn't take such a that. But now, if someone calls him or place order for the 40,000 to take him to Lagos, he says he's going to take it because he will end up spending just 6,000 to 45,000 to fill the tank. And that will take him to Lagos and bring back 6,000 from 45,000. Do you know how much the man will be left with? That's very common. So those that are using commercial buses, commercial cars, are the best platform, the best convenient, the best planes that need to use CNG. Public transport, you know them, the buses that goes to east, north, and most of the Indibo guys, I think they travel during the Christmas. They travel every time. they need to convert their buses to what? To run on CNG. Now logistics and delivery company that runs logistic company, they go here and there, deliver everywhere there. It is high time for them to swap. I met a company. I met a guy that got his van, his logistic van converted to CNG. And he said it was the van was converted by auto clinic. Here I have to mention auto clinic in the Ibadan. So now he said it was converted by auto clinic. I look at it, he said every day, the cost of conversion is not that much, but what he has gained, what he had, the cost of saving conversion to exchange he has saved a lot. So there are other complaints that also convert. Blue Soap converts. There are a lot of companies that convert. We are talking about professionalizing. The market is big and everybody needs to know about it. Blue Soap will convert. There are a lot of automation auto gas convert. There are a lot of companies here. Yeah, I'm happy because of the fact that the conversion is taken over by the local people, by the Indians. It's not that the foreigners will have to come and take over. Nigerians are active players in CNG conversion. So those are the areas, the type of car that be converted. Now sales and persuasion take. How do you persuade people to convert their cars to CNG? Now let me give another platform that you can also make use of. All the cars, buses that runs they painted in the official state color, maybe Ibadan color, your state color, Lagos state color, and they runs that has commercial plate. They are liable to 50% conversion fee. So if they are ready, you can also convert for them. But we need to check. There are some documents they need to present before we can convert, before Bristol can convert for them. Now, taxi and bus driver, high fuel consumption. Now these are the people that need to run their car on CNG. The taxis and buses, the fleet owners and logistic company, private car owners. Now, if you are the type that goes to church, I go to church on Saturdays. You go to church on Sunday. You get that there are some people then before the price of petrol goes up. You see, family of one bringing 4 cars to church. I know some in my church. They bring 4 vehicles to church. The wife take one, the father take one, the female kid take one, the male kid takes one. 4 cars to the come. They can't do that again. They usually only come to church. Maybe if they are after they are rich, they come with 2. If they are not, they comes with 1. It is not that something that's happened today or the village people is running after them. No, there's the condition of the country that makes it, but they can still be bringing those 4 classic cars to Nigeria to the church if they convert it to CNG. Now, private cars that need it. The government agencies and institutions, local government, all these pastors, they need what to convert their car to CNG. The key selling point to motivate customers. Let me tell you some of the things that you need to tell the customers that you want to convert. With CNG, you can save up to 80% on fuel cost every month. Do that mathematics. The cost of fuel, the cost you save up to 80% on the cost of fuel if you run on CNG. Do your mathematics. Now the petrol price now on the plus. The price of CNG is still same 2-3 years ago. It has not changed. Then CNG is safer than petrol. People say CNG is explosive, it's highly inflammable. No, the CNG is not flammable. Look at it's not as flammable as the petrol that most of the cars use. The car can't put their petrol tank under the car, but the CNG put it inside the boat. Do you know what that means? What that means is that, let me give you a key thing there. Let's say peradventure an accident occur. There's a car that hits a car that runs on CNG at the back. When it hits it, you think it will explode. It will never explode. Automatically, the valve that knock the end of the cylinder will automatically switch off the supply of gas to the engine, and the car will stop. Not that we continue to explode and the burning. No. CNG is not explosive. We've been using it for now. Do you see a place? If you patronize accredited distribution centers, you won't have any energy. The adding customer objectives, another thing. Common concern, how to address them. CNG conversion is too expensive. Let's take it. Is expensive or not expensive? But compared to the cost of petrol It is not expensive. You recover the cost in three no you recover the cost of conversion in 3 to 4 months. If you are running a commercial bus, you will recover it within the span of one maximum of 2 months. For private car owner, maximum of 4 months. 250,000 times 5. You get it? Now you recover the cost, okay? Then plus we also Blue Script also offer instrumental payment plan. Let me tell you this. There are some car owners, be it commercial or be it private, they don't have the fund, they can't go buy the fund to convert the car to CNG at once. Now we have a kind of platform that allow our clients to pay installment, they spend payment with just 7% reducing balance. Made that note to them. CNG is safe. CNG tanks are stronger than petrol tanks. Yeah, let me know this here. The petrol tank, if you sit on it, if you step on it, bar, it will press. But CNG tank, if you drop it, most of you that live in the bottom, if you drop the CNG tank from the top of Cocoa and drop it down on the concrete floor, once it touches the ground, it goes back again. It won't even be if you use an accredited or what ISO certified tank. Yeah, I think you get that. Where can I refill? Now, these are the things I'm going to discuss in the next video. Where can you refill? You can refill in just one place in the pardon. But in a few weeks' time, just count on my wall. We have more centers where you can fill. Now, that center in the bottom is still enough for us to use because we just have to apply the best time to travel to go to the place to buy. If you are the type that run it for commercial, let me tell you, you can easily go to where they sell in Ibadan. If you leave the place, get to the place by 6 a.m. I have to tell you, you won't spend up to 20 minutes before you free your car. But if you come to during the day between 9 a.m. to evening time, you might end up spending like 2 hours thereabout. Now, I believe the problem will be solved by the time the company in charge increase the number of dispensing tanks they use. They are using just one for the whole motorists that come to buy from them. This is not ideal. So by the time they increase it, it will reduce the number of hours we spend to get the gas from the so we say it damage my car. No, it is actually help the engine last longer than what and bought. So marketing outreach, we have to find customers. Let me not tell you where do you find the customers. You can find, okay, now you have phone, you have contact. Now when you are selling something, let people around you know what you are doing first. The people around you, let them know what you are into. Share your contact, your deep, let people know that you can't even say you convert, that you work with the company that converts. Now, Blue Script is accredited by Presidential Committee on CNG initiatives. That's the highest body that keep accreditation to companies, the workshop that convert. So we are safe in that aspect. We are safe of what we use at the times of the tanks and what tanks and kits. Now, where do you get a customer from? If you have a mobile phone, a smartphone, that's the best place. Do the image, share with your contact on WhatsApp. Let them know what you are into. Have a contact, have a kind of small buyer. Now, motor parts and transport. All those motor parts, some of them doesn't know about this thing. I got an interview a few weeks ago. Close to 30 or 40 came for the interview. I have to tell you that there's only 2 that ever heard about what is called CNG. Others say they didn't know about it. So if educated people that are calling for interview didn't know it, that means the transporter doesn't know much about it. So go to them, get their contacts, speak to them. We can't convert them, bring them down to Blue Script. We convert, we keep it. Once the person convert, it will be under your account. Fire station, good. Where you see people buying fuels, buying petrol, you get a small flyer, give it to them. That's the very best place. Workshop and auto repair. There are some mechanics workshop that doesn't know about it. Go there, educate them. Corporate offices, and business parks. That's 6 channels. So door-to-door sales, we can do that. Social media is one of the most active platform referral programs. Then after, let them know that there is something we give. Most our conversion kits has 1 year warranty. It's an Italian kit, not Asian kit. Ensure the customer understand the gas refueling and maintenance. Offer free checkup and after installation. Provide dedicated customer support number. There must be a number that customer must reach after conversion. They must be able to provide solution to that problem. The people say once you have convert to CNG, does it mean you have to be constantly changing your oil? No, it reduces the number of time you use to do your servicing for your car. So these are the basic things that I want you to know about CNG. This is a green and what viable platform that can make you to be earning 3-4 figures on even a weekly basis. Do you know you can make close to $1 million per month by selling CNG as conversion to people? Do you think you can make more than that? The business is not crowded, and it's kind of business that people need. But Bluescript is giving professionalism. We've been in this business for long. We didn't just start with CNG. We've started as far back as gate automation, which has to do with the Tecnicati gate machine that we import from Italy and we convert for people. So we have the track record in tech. We train students on cybersecurity, data science, software management, DevOps, make cloud computing, name it. We have the track record, and we are there to also impact the people with the skill that we have. So, to succeed as a CNG salesperson at Bluescript, focus on customers, addressing concerns, providing excellent service. The demand for CNG conversion is growing, and with the right strategy, Bluescript will dominate the market in your state and beyond. Let me close with this. When we converted our car like a year ago, now the first conversion, the first fueling, CNG fueling, we stayed there for almost. We just drove in and we bought. We are there for almost 20-30 minutes. Nobody came to buy. I'm talking about last year. Now we are now thinking, will this business even survive at all? If you are not seeing people to buy gas, that means this is a photo. Then you see short queue, no queue on the CNG refilling line, but thousands, hundreds of queues on petrol. But now it has not turned now. If you go to tanks, if you go to where they are selling gas, I won't mention the name about it now, you see that the line for petrol has reduced, nobody queue again. But the queue for the CNG has increased. You spend like an hour, 2 hours before you buy the phone. This is a very big opportunity for people that you have to know that it's growing and it's going to grow. If you have any question, can you drop a channel, drop a message, and reply to you. Thank you, and God bless you all. Bye.